Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all appropriate ages, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, with may be. Hope you're staying safe and healthy and indoors if necessary. So, yesterday, being Thursday, I went to work, came back home last night to find that we have had a hotfix. But the hotfix was really just for Knights of Naberus. And Knights of Naberus is basically Damus's version of Halloween.
I've been thinking, Operator. I thought you'd want to know.
I never want to know what you're thinking, Orders. Now, I did come in last night. I did go through the update a little bit, so I've got something recorded for the end of this. So let's go to daughter.
It's Naberus! You do know what that is, right?
Who's been laying their hands on you?
The ancient Orcan festival of death, darkness, and deviance? The happiest time of the entire year! I've dug out all the old family decorations. Take a look. One of them even tells a story.
Right, so basically it's a Plague Star event gifts as well. So you've got all your Plague Star parts, you've got Day of the Dead, Basmu and Graham skins, a Naberus Ephemera blueprint, Exodia Contagion, Exodia Epidemic, 3 glyphs, Halloween based colour palette, Day of the Dead Voidrig skin, which looks, I mean, given the nature of the Necromech itself, that just actually looks pretty awesome. That looks better than the fucking snake skin that you have to pay for. Grim Naberus sigil, the Whispering Naberus module, and the Spinneret. I didn't actually look at this last night. Oh wow! Spiderwebs! Please tell me that there is actually a spider crawling around my Warframe. Because I might consider that. That looks dope. But yeah, the Naberus module, 100 mother tokens. I spent all my mother tokens last night when I got in buying this and maxing out that, and I need 50 more mother tokens and I'm finished with Epidemic. Because I couldn't be bothered to level them up last time Plague Star came out. No Ether Daggers though. No Ether Dagger blueprint. Not anyway. But yeah, so...
You know where to find me.
Yep, I always do. So yeah, I got home last night, went through that a little bit, and we've got, what, how many days left? It's what, 21 days and a certain amount of hours. <clears throat> 24 days and 6 hours left. We got plenty of time to get what we want. Anywho, that's pretty much Knights of Naberus. I'm I'm going to leave you a clip from when I took a look at it last night, and it's grandmother telling the story. If you don't want it spoiled for you, stop watching now, and I shall see you all later.
Put it here, maybe? There you are.
Would you like to hear a story for Naberus? One that I told my grandchildren when they were small. Very well. Long ago, in the Orokin days, a golden people lived in spoiled luxury. If a body wore out, why, they would take a new one as easily as plucking a maprico. Such was the mystery of the Kuva. So, what became of death and disease? Oh, they were abundant, but not for the Orokin. They were above petty death. Such was their contempt that they decreed a special day on which to make fun of it. On Naberus, the night of memory, the shining people laughed at death. They dressed in costumes that recalled the old days of mortality. Skulls grinned, hallways guttered with demon lights. For one night, beauty was banished. Rot and monstrosity held sway. Now, on one very special Naberus, 3 pretty Orokin were bored, as Orokin so often were. Naberus no longer holds its magic for me, sighed one. Masks and costumes are for children, grumbled another. Why follow the crowd, mused the third. Are we not the very elite of the elite? Ha ha! Up, my Kissingtons, my luscious loves. Send for blue Kuva and hot lights. I have a sport that will mend all.
Blue Kuva?
And in the corridor, behind a curtain, a solitary silent girl heard them and said nothing. Then the 3 were very wicked. For what do you think they did? Down into the streets they went, and they caught 3 poor Austrians and bore them back to their gilded halls. One they peeled like a fruit and decked out with glassy splinters, and his naked jaws went chitter-chatter-snap. And it echoed all around. Scarlet footprints he left. Another's limbs they twisted and wrenched his neck, and made a bundle of him until he scuttled upsy-downsy like a horrid crab, with his sockets all empty and his stretched-out nose snuffling. The third they pulled thin in hand and foot. She walked spindly-wise on long tiptoes like a spider, and her entrails hung delicately down. She whispered, split-tongued and hissing as she went. Fine costumes we've made, chortled the 3 Orokin. Let us now try them on and visit our friends. What shrieking there will be! Oh, our names will live forever in the court for such a prank as this.
That's a sick prank.
Now, the silent girl brought them their blue Kuva, so they could take on these twisted bodies for only a short time before returning to their own. They drank and slept and woke in their 3 horrid forms. Off they went down the stairs, out the door, into the city, into the night of banners and masks and wild hilarity. Chitter-chatter-snap, scuttle-buttle, whispery-hispery. As you can imagine, there were many screams and laughs. Such cleverness, such wit. But in a high room of the tower, the silent girl looked at the faces of the 3 sleeping Orokin. She went and opened a little ivory door that she was not supposed to know about, and drew forth a flask that she would have been glassed for even looking at. A flask of crimson Kuva, the scarlet seal upon continuity, permanent. And she tipped it down 3 cruel throats. With a little laugh, she went skating away, never to return. There were many screams that Naberus night, but when the sun came up, none screamed so loud as the 3 who found that they were trapped in the hideous bodies they themselves had fashioned forever and ever. So, listen carefully, Tenno, and beware, for you may hear them coming tonight. Whispery-hispery on long stalking bones, scuttle-buttle with his eyes all empty, and skinless, dripping-handed, chitter-chatter-snap. Happy Naberus!